Hello, and welcome back to Tyrion Cuthbert, attorney of Arcane. My name is Baby Dennis, and last time, a lot of stuff happened at the end of Case 4. In the beginning, we were dragged off to meet the Eye Taker, who, basically threatened us to drop the case, or else he would jump us. But with the help of our little lovely assistant, we were able to make it out of the situation, get back to court. And in the courtroom, we got Beatrice to take the stand, and revealed that she has a familiar, a very unusual one. It was a demon, and she had a contract with the demon, and the demon was acting as her familiar to do essentially the murder. The demon committed the murder, as we found out that demons can't lie, and he ended up saying it on the stand. But after some legal jargon, we did find out that Beatrice is responsible for the death of her father, so she ended up getting found guilty, and it was at the cost of her soul, because she sold her soul to the devil, essentially. But now we are going to the next case. The next case being the final case, called Attorney of the Arcane. I had a suspicion that, in this case, something's bad's gonna happen to Ruby. It's because, we have a really bad relationship right now, and her main backup was the Eye Taker, who is now out of commission because the ending scene of Case 4 was basically Eris going yeah, I'm actually a demon. And then the Eye Taker was oh no, and he's dead. But I feel like something bad's gonna happen to Timora, either Timora or Celeste. I don't want anything to happen to either. I'm a little nervous, but we'll have to see as we start Case 5. Let's head into it. Alright. I've killed people. They were usually criminals or bandits, but it still frightens me how unaffected I was by the deaths. It always came so easily to me. I was good at it. A little too good. People told me that taking lives of others would be hard, but I never felt that uneasiness, not even once. It made me think that I was some kind of unfeeling monster. And maybe I am. But the time I spent with you filled me with more happiness than I could have dreamed. Is this Ruby? I couldn't tell, I just gave it a voice. Maybe this is Ruby. Actually, I need to check the log. It's about killing people, so probably not. But the time I spent with you filled me with more happiness than I could have ever dreamed of. Instead of taking lives, I could have saved them alongside you. It felt good to protect you. I felt needed when I knew that you were relying on me. It made me feel like I was actually worth something to someone. And then whenever I saw the light in your eyes, it filled my heart with a warm feeling that I'd never felt before. But it was too good to be true, wasn't it? In the end, I failed you. I couldn't protect you. Just like I couldn't protect my father. Oh! Oh, no, that's Celeste. Oh, no. I couldn't protect you. Just like how I couldn't protect my father. Oh my god, yeah, because, she's killed people because she was a mercenary, and they're usually criminals or bandits. But, something's gonna happen to us now. I don't understand. What did you ever see in someone like me? Episode 5, Attorney of the Arcane. Ooh, this does not bode well. Tyrion? New room. Let's see. So sprite work's still the same, but yeah, this is a new room, and I feel like the art style's a little bit different too. It's not as detailed as it usually is. Anyways, you still haven't got out of bed yet. It's almost noon. I think I just want to rest today. You've been saying that for the last 10 days. Someone is actually here to see you. You should really get out of bed. Is it Timora? No. I'm still not really in the mood. Can you just send them away? It's probably gonna be I almost said Celeste by accident. It's probably gonna be Arya. That's a bit rude, but I suppose I can overlook it this time. Oh, Steelwind! As the prosecutor enters your room, you immediately leap out of your bed. You try to futilely clean up your unkempt hair, but you're just making it worse. Tyrion, pants! Right. Sorry. Oh, did they get giggity? Ah! We'll give you some time to ready yourself. Probably not. I knew he was in a rut, but I certainly didn't expect this. I know. I'm really worried about him. I empathize with his situation, but it's already been a month. Have you tried speaking with him? He has opened up to you before. I did, but I think he's really broken up over what happened with Ruby. She's basically the closest thing he had to a family. I see. Perhaps he just needs more time. Oh, the squeaky! Oh. After taking some time to make yourself presentable, you exit your room to greet the prosecutor properly. Sorry about that. No, I suppose the fault is mine. I shouldn't have intruded. Anyways, what brings you here? Yeah, I'm kind of curious how she'll take the case that we just had, because she was literally out for basically all of it. After being sent to, I suppose, the hospital. She didn't show up at all. I thought she would show up in some dramatic fashion, but no, she just chilled, which is, understandable since she was injured. Anyways, what brings you here? Oh, well, let's see this room. It's a fantasy novel you've been reading through. Recently, you've had a lot of time to read through your collection. Did you read that mystery novel I lent you? I did, but I kind of guessed the twist from the beginning. But what? How? The author called a lot of attention to the vials she dropped. It was pretty obvious that the nurse accidentally switched them. Ugh, I guess fiction can't beat a real murder investigation for you. We're too smart. It's a stairway leading to the second story of your home. You haven't cleaned up the upper floor in a while, so it'd probably be best to make sure that Steelwind doesn't wander up there. Don't you go sneaking at my house. I was under the assumption that he would probably live with Tymora, but I guess not. Oh, remember when I helped you move this bed from the flea market? Right. You recall her doing most, if not all of the work. She's too strong. You didn't even know that carrying a bed single-handedly was humanly possible. Oh god, she's so strong. We already knew that we should not anger our cute little assistant. But did you know I'm an attorney? Why are you showing this to me? Sorry, force of habit. Force of habit. Alright, let's see what we have here. Are you doing well, Mr. Cuthbert? You seem... I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be? Of course. It's just that you haven't taken any other clients since Beatrice's trial. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not even sure if I want to be a defense attorney anymore. What? I've been following this path for so long, but I was only doing it because someone else told me to do so. Did you not enjoy it? As much as I hate to admit it, you are very skilled at it. I don't know anymore. That's why I've been taking some time off to think about my life. But I still haven't found any answers. Have you considered becoming a prosecutor? The time as my stand-in showed that you definitely have the ability to. A prosecutor? The idea would have been laughable a year ago, but now that you know that there are criminals who need to be brought to justice, it's definitely intriguing. At the very least, you don't have any other options. What are you talking about, no other options? You can read people's minds! I'll think about it. Please do. I could use all the help I can get. Oh, we're gonna be her Celeste, her Maya. Celeste. I was actually surprised to see you, McCoy. Well, I can't just leave him alone. He pissed off a criminal overlord. Yeah, that's true. They're definitely gonna send us hitman very soon, and he can't really take care of himself. Celeste, your thoughts are leaking. Get out of my head, you mind goblin! Mind goblin these? Never mind. What? It's nothing. I'm surprised though. Not many people slight the Eye Taker and survive. He's known for taking swift retaliation against those who've insulted him. We're hoping he's laying low after what happened with Beatrice. That does match with the reports I've read. Supposedly, he's been absent from many of his enterprises. Oh. Tymora. By the way, Tyrion, Tymora sent another letter. Do you want to put it with the rest? With the rest! Right. Have you spoken to her since the trial? Probably not. I see. That does explain her recent mood. Right. You two probably see each other a lot. I've prosecuted a few of her clients recently, but it's clear that she's not nearly as threatening as before. Can we talk about something else, please? Of course. My apologies. Alright, what about yourself? Oh! Wow, wait. Eris is already in our profiles. Well, I know she's gonna be important, but like... This thing? All a lie now. It's all a lie. Have her injuries been healing well? Yes. Nightgrave's skill in necromancy is quite remarkable. I'm glad I introduced him to Lord Asclepius. Lord Asclepius? House Asclepius specializes in necromancy magic. After his expulsion from the academy, I thought it was only right that he be allowed to continue his studies. Right. He mentioned that he owed you a favor. It was only logical. It'd be a waste to let someone of his talents fade into obscurity. Okay, I thought that was someone screaming. Oh, the tea's ready! Oh, thank you. Some tea sounds lovely right now. Right, I was totally making it for you guys. She walks to the cabinet in your kitchen and she takes out 2 more cups. It was just mine. Oh wait, yeah, you guys better enjoy this. These are my last bags of... Whoa! As she walks over to you, she slips on a scroll case that you left on the floor. She regains her balance, but the tea cups slip out of her hand. The boiling liquid is airborne and heading right towards your face. Fig aqua. Fig aqua? Fig aqua. Yeah, okay. Celeste reacts immediately and points her index finger at the tea. Her magic takes hold and the tea freezes just inches from your face. She breathes a sigh of relief as she brings the tea back into the cup. Whew, I'm so glad the tea is safe. Oh yeah, what about you, Tyrion? You really need to clean this place. I'm your bodyguard, not your maid. Right, sorry about that. That was shaped liquid, wasn't it? Oh, is that the spell that Garrick Pierce used to kill Bukoi's father? Okay, that's actually kind of dark. She learned the spell that killed her father. Yeah. Shaped liquid. Let's see. Let's blah blah. While frozen, can choose. Yeah, I think this is the exact shape, the exact spell. Yeah. Oh, I never expected you to. I know, but it's just too convenient not to have. She's really opened her mind about learning new spells. How many spells does she know now? You remember when you first met her? Back then, she only knew how to cast Mage Blade. She hated magic back then. You never imagined how diverse her repertoire would become. Another visitor? I'm already up. I'll check it. Oh, wow. Huh. I only presented profiles, but I guess because the things that I was gonna talk about, the profiles that I presented were things that Arya was going to talk about, so it just ended up being considered as the dialogue options. I'll check it. Well, whoever they are, I'm not giving up any more of my lotus tea. You open the door and you don't see anyone, but there's a letter in your mailbox. You take a closer look at the envelope. It's sealed with candle wax. And the crest on it, it's the insignia of House Pierce. Why? Maybe he got off and he just wants to take revenge. You quickly open the letter and read it. Despite supposedly being written by a noble, the paper has been torn in half, but the message is clear. I hope you understand. I would have never contacted you unless I had no other choice. I know the truth behind McCoy's true parentage, and I'm aware of how vital this information is to you. As you know, my execution is scheduled for next month, and I'm running out of time. I want to trade this information with you. In exchange, you will grant me my freedom. Meet me in the private prayer room within the Grand Central Cathedral of the Scaled Lord at 2 p.m. You will save me from my fate, or else. What? Oh, so that's how this is gonna start. I do like how it's calling back to the case 1, because I mentioned Garrick Pierce earlier today. Letter from Garrick Pierce. Okay, Garrick Pierce sent you a letter, but the paper is torn in the middle. It's kind of weird. The context says, okay, and this is everything that we just read. If he thinks for a second that we'd even think of helping him. I know how you feel, but aren't these the answers you've been looking for? I don't care! We're not going to help him! That was never an option, but there's clearly more to this. I agree. How was he able to find out in the first place? The truth is, Celeste, I've also been looking into your parentage. Oh, what? Why didn't you say anything? I'm sorry, but I didn't want to raise your hopes. And I was apparently right to do so. I couldn't find any information regarding your birth. So if you can find anything, how's Pierce able to? House Pierce is low in the political hierarchy. He doesn't have access to the resources I do. He does own the land of the McCoy Tavern is on, but frankly, this whole situation is quite suspect. Why would he ask for my help? I was the one who indicted him in the first place. Even if I did agree to help him, it would be nearly impossible for me to get him acquittal. He must be desperate. His execution is scheduled for next month after all. It's possible that he needed to reach out to Timora as well. Still, I can't believe he set up a meeting at the Grand Cathedral today of all days. Why? What's happening there? I'm sorry, but it's not my place to tell you. Some aristocrat stuff? Arya, can I talk with Tyrion alone for a minute? Of course. I'm sure you have much to discuss. I actually have business at the cathedral today. I can't believe he'd use that as an opportunity. I'll be taking my leave. Is it the coronation? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm sure that this is just bringing up bad memories for you. We should meet with him. What? We're not gonna help him, obviously, but I had an idea. He's probably really scared of his execution, right? And he's desperate enough to ask you for help. I suppose that's true. So, think about how stressed he'd be if you showed up and refused to help him. Ugh! I could use the Eye of Horus on him. We can get the information we need without having to give him anything. But are you really okay with this? You'll have to see him again. Yeah, I'll manage. And it'll be worth it if we can get the answers I'm looking for. You've already gotten her hopes up, but there's no guarantee that he actually knows the truth. He could just be bluffing to get you to help him. But if he does know, you can't just ignore this. You need to verify his claims yourself. Oh, that's a new background. Oh, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So this is the Grand Cathedral of the Scaled Lord. Have you never been here before? I thought you spent a lot of time in Ralphholm. The Church of Bahamut wasn't that popular in my hometown. I've never been the religious type. What about you? It never really caught on with me. And apparently my roots are more celestial than draconic. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. He certainly has a look for it. Oh. Your thoughts are leaking again. Can you stop? I can't exactly turn it off, you know. Do those mental exercises I taught you. She's getting got. As you approach the Grand Cathedral, you see a large blockade guarded by the legions of Kingsguard. It's closed off. Is there some kind of event going on today? Dude! Ari just said so! You recall Steelwind mentioning that she was heading here as well. The nobility must be using the cathedral grounds for something. It might explain why Pierce wanted to meet you here. It's probably secluded from prying eyes today. Tyrion Cuthbert. As you approach the blockade, one of the knights notices you. He glances at you and Celeste. We've been expecting you. I see. You exchange glances with Celeste, but you both enter the cathedral grounds. The building's massive, yet mostly empty. Oh wow, look at this. Nice. You only see a few people within, and most of them are quite familiar. You spot Leaf and Miriam as you head further into the room. I feel really bad for Leaf because she just really wanted her family to be together again, but we kinda ruined that, even though it was, you know, the right thing to do. They both avoid eye contact with you, but doesn't seem to be purely out of resentment. As soon as they see you, they move their conversation elsewhere. It's clear that they still have mixed feelings about how you convicted their sister. Yeah. In another corner, you spot Lloyd von Sanctus speaking with another individual. Okay, so it's gonna be all the major families, so I guess we'll see Sybil and maybe even Asclepius. Oh, that is 100% Sybil. I don't care what you say. That looks like a fortune teller. Yeah, that definitely looks like a fortune teller. She seems to be someone of equal social standing. You feel like you've seen her somewhere before, but you can't quite remember where. As soon as you enter the room, Von Sanctus flashes a quick look of disdain at you. You see him slowly move his conversation out of the room as well. Everyone hates you here. And finally, you see Lucio Steelwind speaking with his daughter, along with the two princes. And they seem to be speaking with another individual that you haven't met before, who is totally the victim, or not the victim, defendant of this case, because he's the person on the cover of this case. When he notices you, his gaze narrows, and he stares at the two of you warily. Aster, especially, seems surprised to see you here. He and Lucio ask the prosecutor something, but you can't quite hear their conversation. When she responds, Aster raises his eyebrows, and Lucio's expressions darken. What's going on here? This is a little awkward. Yeah. We have some time before our meeting with Pierce. You want to do some sightseeing? Oh, are you asking me out? We are literally already out. Sure, why not? I picked up this map from the entrance. You can use it to navigate through the area. Oh, we know where the crime's gonna happen now. Map of the Grand Cathedral has been added to your notes. I'm also a little interested in what all these nobles are doing here. It is strange. Perhaps someone can tell you more. Let's see this cathedral. Chair. These are rows upon rows of seats for worshippers to sit at. At full capacity, this room could probably host thousands of people at a time. Yeah, that's a big cathedral. It's a stained glass window. A small ray of sunlight is shining through it. There is an altar at the end of the room. A religious figure would probably give a sermon here. I think that might be it, despite how big this place is. And there's no magic here, alright. But did you know that I'm an attorney? What do you think about this, Celeste? Sorry, okay. Oh wow, if I go to the profiles, it's really filled out now. It's always a pleasure. Oh wow, I presented myself, but Aster interrupted. It's always a pleasant surprise to see you, Mr. Cuthbert. Really? I honestly thought that you'd be angry at us. That... I don't blame you for what happened with Beatrice. I'm ultimately glad that you caught her in the end. After what she said during the trial, it frightens me to think about what she might have done with House Frega's resources. I see. Well, you certainly appreciate his understanding. Wait, I presented myself. How did that lead into this? Okay. Miss McCoy, it's nice to see you again. You look as radiant as ever. Thank you. Why are you all looking at me like that? I think you just stepped on a minefield. That was pretty good. So, Aster, have you made any progress with Steelwind? Progress? Celeste? Leave the poor woman alone. Oh my god, that was pretty funny. It seems like we're mainly talking with Aster, even though Celeste is the one we're presenting stuff to. Alright, time to talk to her. Aster then Wyvern. Oh, that's the first option. Okay. Aster then Wyvern Guard. I think I saw Ari over there. We should go say hi. As you approach the group, the Grand General and the unnamed noble stares at the two of you. Hello. The nobleman looks at you, and then Celeste. He silently scans the two of you, as if he's trying to read something. Oh, definitely Sybil. Did the other girl have blonde hair? I think she did, actually. I already forgot. I have a really bad memory. Then he walks away without a word. Rude. At this point, I'm kinda used to it. Mr. Cuthbert and Miss McCoy, I'm surprised to see you here. Oh, we just talked. What? I thought you were the one who invited them. I'm sad to say that I didn't. Although, I am happy to see the two of you nonetheless. What brings you to the Grand Cathedral today? We were actually invited by another noble. We have a meeting with him. What? None of the people here are allowed to invite guests. Why didn't the guards stop you? Oh, they said they were expecting us. What? It was Lord Pierce who invited them. Pierce? That little... And to think I granted his request for a temporary release. I'm sure he meant no disrespect by it. He probably had his reasons. How can you say that? This is the day of your... Oh, it is his coronation. Oh no. No. Is he gonna be the victim? This would be like a perfect place to... Oh no, I really hope he isn't. No, I really like Aster. I don't want him to be the victim. He stops himself mid-sentence and clears his throat. Make no mistake. Even if he is a dead man, I will have words with him about this. Okay, now we switch to him. Okay. What do you think about this, Aster? I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert. I don't have much to say about that. Okay, that's his generic response. So we switched people to present stuff to. Okay, I presented myself again, and this is what it kind of cycled back to what to him interrupting before. So yeah, all these things that we were presenting were pretty much about him. All right, in that case, I'll just talk to him. A gathering of nobles. I have to ask, why are all these nobles gathered here? You've taken over the entire Grand Cathedral. As you ask that question, everyone seems to tense up. The prosecutor awkwardly looks at the two princes. Prince Alaric avoids eye contact with everyone and just stares at the ground. I'm sorry, but I am not at liberty to tell you. It's a matter of public safety. I see. It's a little strange, but you can read the room. Prying isn't the best thing to do right now. I'm kinda surprised the Eye of Horus didn't activate. Tyrion and Celeste. You said that Lord Pierce invited you here. For what reason? I can't really tell you that. You will tell us if it poses a threat to the nobles in attendance.
Please, Lord Steelwind. There's no need for that. Mr. Cuthbert would never do anything to put anyone's life in danger.
As you wish, your Majesty. Is this the reason why Pierce asked for a temporary release?
Interesting. So Pierce was temporarily released to attend whatever this is. He could have met you in his cell, but perhaps he wants to be away from prying eyes.
What? Okay, I saw Aster there for like a split second.
Lady Steelwind, Your Majesty, the High Speaker is ready to speak with you.
Oh, is it their wedding? She's like acting up a lot.
Wonderful. I've been looking forward to this all day. Shall we go together, Miss Steelwind?
Yes, Your Majesty. She would like to accompany you.
Wonderful. We shouldn't keep him waiting.
Okay. Scaled Lord. How does she plan to marry him if she can't even speak properly in his presence?
Honestly, I also had something important to do. Good day to you, commoners. He's going towards the washroom.
I will be taking my leave as well, but make no mistake. My men will be keeping an eye on you two.
Everyone has left the room now. Perhaps you should move somewhere else. That looks like a wedding chapel to me, I guess. The common room, let's go.
What are you doing here? Did you follow us?
Not intentionally. Trust me, you're the last person we want to see today. I forgot the voice I gave him already. Okay, so she did have blonde hair. Oh, it's another female character. Hush now, Von Sanctus. If they're here by chance, it is because of the cosmic balance. Okay, this is definitely the seer, the Sybil. I know. It is because the cosmic balance wills it so.
Not this again.
Sorry, but I don't think we've met. I'm Coraline Sybil, Lady of the House of Sybil.
Coraline Sybil, occupation noble.
So this is the head of the fourth pillar family. She's the head? Huh. She's not quite you were expecting. What, between her, Lucio, Lloyd, and William, she definitely seems the most agreeable. Hopefully. For better or for worse, you've gotten to know the other pillar families decently well. It might benefit you to learn more about her. But first, the sunlight is shining through this glass window. Oh wow, that's it, okay. A ceramic altar is at the end of this room. Wow. Really? That's it? Prepare your Arcanum! Did you know that I'm an attorney? No one's ever actually responded to this. What do you think about this, Lady Sybil? It is not my role to speak of such things. In other words, she has nothing to say about that. She is 38. Oh my god, I thought she was a teenager. Alright. Tyrion Cuthbert, it appears that we were fated to meet. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. My business tends to step on the toes of the four pillars. I concur. Our souls were drawn together by the cosmic balance. Is she hitting on you?
I have no idea.
Okay, I tried to present her a bunch of stuff, but nothing really happened, so... Coraline Sybil. So you're the leader of House Sybil. What does your family do exactly?
How are you this ignorant?
Each of the four pillars, as the commoners call them, control different branches of the kingdom's government. Obviously she's divination, of course. House Steelwind oversees national defense and law enforcement. House Frigga oversees the economic development and finances. House Von Sanctus handles commerce, both local and international. And finally, there's House Sybil. We handle the kingdom's legislative and judicial branches.
They're in charge of the courts? Oh no!
The courts and the government, alright. Okay. That would mean that you're also responsible for our kingdom's justice system. That is correct.
Oh, wonderful. Here we go.
The Wyvern Guard's justice system. Hey, Lady Sybil, are you aware of the rampant corruption happening within your justice system? I suppose it's only inevitable that you see it that way. Am I wrong? I've been involved in plenty of court cases, and it's very obvious. All your court cares about is closing cases as quickly as possible. The system is corrupt to its core. and the courts don't even try to hide it half the time. Yet you've prevailed against this so-called corruption in each and every one of your cases. Only against every conceivable odd. And I can't be everywhere. Do you have any idea how many commoners are falsely convicted every day? If they're convicted under my system, it's only because the cosmic balance deems it so. What are you even talking about? The cosmic balance is the natural order of things. Under it, the guilty are punished while the innocent are protected. And yet, when a noble commits a crime, they only need to waive their influence to escape any consequence. All while their victims are forced to suffer in silence. Or worse, an innocent commoner is framed for their crime. Regardless of your personal feelings, our kingdom needs the nobility to govern the people. If they were held at the same standard as commoners, our society would surely collapse. You take back what you said about her being the most agreeable of the four pillars. Yikes, the nobility. So you think the nobles like Pierce and Von Sanctus should be allowed to get away with murder? Von Sanctus is like,
Are you still sore about that? I'm sure you realized it by now. I've more than paid for what happened with Jason Wine.
his name was Jason Way. I said Jason, Justin. Wait, did he say Jason? Yeah, he did say Jason, alright. His name is Justin Way. And if you were truly paying for your crimes, you would be in prison right now. Von Sanctus made a mistake, but removing him from his position would only create more suffering. Our government is barely recovering from the death of William Frege. Wavengard can't suffer the loss of another house leader this close to that. The way I see it, I think you nobles overstate your importance in our lives. We'd probably be fine without you.
I suppose you commoners are capable of coordinating macroeconomic initiatives? Oh, and I suppose you're also capable of engaging in diplomacy with other nations. Face it, as much as you are loath to admit it, ours is a symbiotic relationship.
More like a parasitic relationship. So what? The common folks should just continue to suffer for the good of our nation? Lady Sybil, the people of our kingdom you claim to be protecting are suffering because of your inaction. My inaction? You place the blame on me? And what have you done? You were once the champion of your so-called justice, but you've stopped your work as a defense attorney. How many lives could you have saved in the month that you spent on vacation? It's not his responsibility to solve your mess. You have no idea how much he suffered trying to do the right thing. Celeste, perhaps you're right. You shouldn't bear that kind of responsibility alone. But every commoner has the ability to learn and practice law, as you do, Mr. Cuthbert. So why are you one of the few commoners that do so? From what I've heard, you're one of the few people who defend mages of the common folk. Every other attorney wouldn't even consider taking them as clients. Perhaps the problem lies in the common folk then. They're fully capable of rising to defend the so-called innocent, yet they do nothing. Never mind, this was clearly a mistake. Let's go, Celeste.
Yeah. Finally. Thank the Scaled Lord.
Yeah, that was quite the downer.
You okay?
Yeah, I guess I should have expected that. But I never expected someone with so much power to be so out of touch with reality. Come on! Let's go somewhere else. We should still have some time before the meeting. And someone's already dead. Alright, we're done with this one. Where else can we go? The nave? Oh, that's called the nave? Huh. And the garden. Look, it's a Pegasus. I think it's a Pegasus. You find yourself in the Grand Cathedral's garden and stumble upon a strange statue. Wow, that's a little out of place. What even is this? If my if my memory is correct, it's a Pegasus. Beatrice is out of jail also.
Hello, friends.
As you inspect the contemporary piece of artwork, you're startled by a familiar voice. And it looks like she's not alone either. Along with Eris, she seems to be accompanied by both of her sisters. Beatrice! What are you? Aren't you supposed to be dead? Sorry, I wasn't trying to say. No, it's perfectly understandable. You, of all people, know what was on my blood contract. But it appears that the Lady of Discord isn't going to kill me just yet. I didn't read that quick enough. I don't know what it said. I'll replay it back right now, but like, it said the Lady of Discord, and I didn't read the latter part. What are you doing, Eris? I should have expected it. She's in the scene. Oh, do you really have to do that? Oh, she's aware. Oh, maybe she said the same thing, but it just happened because she was attempting to do it. What? Never mind. Right. It's a lot awkward speaking to the Frege sisters after everything that's happened. But they don't seem hostile, and all things considered, you prefer their company over Sybil's. Although you're still not sure how to feel about speaking with a murderer, especially one that you indicted. But Beatrice clearly knows more about demons and their kind than you do. You wonder if she knows anything about the Heavensborn. But first, what is this? What is this thing, by the way? You called it a Pegasus earlier. It's a creature of divine origin. Many people believe that the angels of the upper planes rode on these creatures into battle. I see. Do you feel some kind of kinship to it? I can only feel its suffering. What? Its face is contorted into an expression of pure agony. It screams out in terror, yet no one can hear its pleas for mercy. Queen, I think he's broken. Someone ignorant of its plight has placed some sort of vain party hat upon its head. It's as if they're mocking its torment, like some kind of demon torturing a poor soul in the fields of Avernus? Avernus. What are you even saying? I'm sorry. I need to take a moment to think about what I just witnessed here. We all should. Alright, Tyrion, you go do that. That was so dumb, oh my god. Oh wow, that's the only thing I can examine here. Detect magic. Nope, nada. Alright. What can you tell me about this, Beatrice? Sorry, I can't really say. Oh, that's the same exact thing as she said last time. Alright. What about me? You seem to be doing well, Mr. Cuthbert. Not really, but probably better than you. Why are you looking at me like this? Are you seriously not angry at me? At this point, what would my rage accomplish? You defeated me despite my best efforts. I suppose I respect you for that. It sort of makes sense, but still a little unnerving how civil she's being. So she made a deal with a demon. But like the demon said that her soul was going to go to like the queen of something. Maybe that is Eris. I forgot what it was. I wonder, is Arya still a complete mess when she's around Aster? Yep. I want to be happy for her. Even when we were engaged, she was completely infatuated with him. That sounds awkward. I do hope that she can learn to be happy with him. Aww. Have you spoken with Timora since the trial? No, I haven't. She really does care for you. I remember, even during the court case, she would speak of you constantly. Could we talk about something else? Of course, my apologies. I want to know about Eris. It seems that after all these years, Miriam still hasn't matured. But what? Oh, she's here too. I only saw Leaf before. Oh, come now. You won't make any friends with that pompous attitude of yours. I don't need friends. I'm a Frege. What need would I have for such things? You're a noble woman. Your skills and intellect are worthless if you can't win over political allies. You will always have weaknesses. You need allies who can cover them and support you. Like you and that demon? Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Perhaps we should talk about something else. Oh god, that was really intense. What does she think about Leaf? Leaf, are you really against marrying Jaden? Absolutely. That man is an ignorant know-it-all. With Aster taken, there aren't many other suitors capable of strengthening House Frege. I just can't marry someone I don't love. I see. Well, I won't push you then. But I want to make sure that you're taken care of when I'm gone. Stop talking like that, as if you're planning on dying. You're not leaving us again. Miriam, I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. My apologies. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. Aww. That's so sad. Because it's clear that they care for each other, but she just really had to do this one thing that didn't work out for her. I hope Aster is okay. He was never emotionally strong. What do you mean? Wait, do you not know why we're all gathered here? Maybe it's like the anniversary of maybe his mother's death. I'm making a lot of assumptions here. I don't even know anything about his mother. But it just seems like everyone's in a very bad mood, so it's not a wedding or a celebration or a coronation. I want to ask, but I'm sorry then. It's not my place to tell you. Why are they all gathered here? Alright, I presented all the relevant stuff. What are you doing here? So, you seem to be doing well, all things considered. You mean how a demon now has ownership of my soul? Yeah, that. How can you be so calm about this? I must agree with Miriam. It's a little unnerving how nonchalant you are treating this. I suppose it's the knowledge that everything is out of my hands now. There's something peaceful about it. That's certainly a positive way to look at it. You know, my offer still stands. I can try to help you. At the risk of your own life? Which part of the contract would you dispute anyways? Recall reading her blood contract in the courtroom that day. There was very little room for interpretation. It was airtight. The demon I signed a contract with was very meticulous about the details. I spent the last 5 years looking for any possible loopholes, but I didn't find anything substantial I could use. I don't even think disputing it is possible. I'm sorry. Don't be. You defeated me. I won't suffer your pity. Eris Illmatter. I feel like we always end up randomly meeting like this, Eris. What brings you here? I requested to accompany Beatrice to this event. After all, I don't have many opportunities to enter a church like this. I can imagine. By the way, is your father still... Oh, if you're worried about him, we've already had a conversation about you. I don't think he'll be accosting you anytime soon. Accosting you? Whatever. Oh, thank you. That seems too good to be true. How did you pull something like that off? He may look like a hardened criminal, but he's always had a soft spot for his family. He also owed me, and I have a way of making people see things my way. She's right about that. Marinath. Wait, if you're here, does that mean Marinath is also... Oh, heavens no. There's no way they'd let me bring him here, of all places. I left him at the entrance with the Kingsguard. If he tries to escape, that knight over there is ordered to kill me. She points to a knight that's silently watching the sisters from afar. You're surprisingly calm about this. Please, I regularly deal with demons. This is nothing in comparison to that. You really haven't changed. I suppose not. Wait, does that mean you can't see right now? How did you know which statue I was looking for? It's the only statue in this garden! That was a lucky guess. That grotesque statue certainly makes an impression on you. Oh, Marinath just spoke with me. He wanted me to let you know that he can smell your celestial stink from the entrance. Love you too, Marinath. I love you too. Oh, wow. I probably shouldn't repeat his response to that. That's kind of funny. The Heavensborn. By the way, you seem to know a lot more about these things than I do. What exactly is a Heavensborn? What? Did you seriously not know? But you know how to issue a divine edict. That's a very advanced technique. It sorta came to me in the moment. What? Anyways, I'm quite surprised that you don't know about your lineage. Perhaps my mother knew, but I lost her when I was really young. I see. You have my condolences. But to answer your question, a Heavensborn is a human whose bloodline has been touched by the gods. Gods? You mean about like the Scaled Lord? No, I'm speaking of the actual gods. Beatrice, you can't say that here. Oh, come off it. What's the church gonna do? Arrest me? Anyways, your blood has been touched by the Celestials of the upper planes. Much like how my soul is bound to the abyssal hells, your soul is consecrated and tied to the heavens. The heavens? Is that why you're able to use the Eye of Horus? Is this like some kind of angelic power? Oh wow, so like we thought it was demonic, but it's actually the opposite. It's not magic because we didn't get it from a dragon, but something else because we got it from the gods. Make no mistake though, if you find yourself under the wrong circumstances, even you can be sent to hell. Oh, she's talking about her contract, the Celestials. The Church of Bahamut is prominent in Wyverngard, but this is the first time I've heard of the Celestial Gods. Ah, that makes sense. It's probably because of Wyverngard's bloody history with the Theocracy of Lumina. The Theocracy? Aren't they the nation northeast of us? Yes, The Luminites worship the celestial gods, while our people worship the ancient dragons. A few decades ago, our nation was locked in a bitter war with the Luminites. Even now, the Crown sees the celestial regions as a possible threat to our draconic culture. The Church has done its best to wipe out any religion that worships the Celestials.
Whoa, I'm in danger, aren't I? I see.
But if your bloodline is blessed by the Celestials, what does that mean that... Oh, does that mean that our kids will also be Heavensborn?
I suppose so. I think my mother was also a... Wait, what'd you just say?
Your kids! I asked if your kids will become Heavensborn!
I must have misheard you then.
Wow. If only you were always this easy to lie to.
Anyways, I'm a little curious about the theocracy of Lumina. If they worship the Celestials there, would I find other Heavensborn there?
Heavensborn aren't common there either. Frankly, I'm surprised there's even one Heavensborn living in Wyvengard. How did your bloodline even find its way here?
I suppose I don't really know. My mother never told me much about our ancestry.
That makes sense. If the Church of Bahamut knew what you were, they would definitely have hunted you down.
Great. The last thing I need is another faction that wants to kill me.
Whew. Anyways, travel into and out of Wyvengard is technically illegal. I doubt Lord Steelwind would make an exception for you. He is an old veteran of the Great Luminite War.
Veteran? Vet.
Oh no!
I hate the vet. I'm not going. You'll never take me alive.
You watch as Tracker frantically runs through the gardens, barking loudly, running away and pissing on all the plants. Leaf chases after him as he runs towards someone. Who will this be? I'm gonna say it's the person that we're gonna have to defend.
I should probably go and help her.
It's almost 2 p.m. anyways. We should head to the prayer room. Thank you for answering my questions, Beatrice. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help you with your, situation.
Of course.
Let's go, Celeste.
Right!
Wow, she's happy about that. Yay!
Try not to look so down. It's almost time for the main event. Why did you bring me here? Oh, who knows? Whatever you're planning to make me do, please don't make me harm my sisters. You're in no position to make demands. You'll just have to see for yourself. Stay safe, Mr. Cuthbert.
Oh, wow. It's really cool that she knows. The statue, I can only feel its suffering. That's kind of funny. I like this. But yeah, she knows.
Arcanum.
She knows. I wonder how people get the ability to know that the reality is warping. Because Beatrice was the only one that really responded to that other than Eris. And us too, because we saw the painting and whatnot. The prayer room. Alright, let's go. Are you ready?
Yeah. At least, I hope so.
If it becomes too much for you, don't hesitate to leave. I only need a few moments to look into his mind.
No, I'm the one who asked you to do this. I'm not gonna leave you alone with him.
Alright, if that's what you want.
Tyrion?
Yeah?
Thank you for doing this. It really means a lot to me.
Of course. This will finally give you the answers you've been looking for.
It's not just that. You've done so much for me since I met you. You got me acquitted. You helped me work through my grief for my dad. It feels like I can never repay that.
What are you talking about? For the past few months, all I've been doing is relying on you. I genuinely don't know what I'd do if you weren't a part of my life.
I should tell him.
Oh wait, she's happy because we told him that, but she's also sad. Is she going home? Aw. Tell me what.
Get out of my head!
You're really bad at guarding your mind. You know you can tell me anything, right?
Arya? How long have you been standing there? Well, I knew that you'd be around here around this time. I wanted to wish you luck, but then you two seem to be in the middle of something. I didn't want to interrupt. Just don't stop on my account. I'll just get out of your way.
As she awkwardly skitters away, you see something fall out of her pocket. Oh, Arya, you dropped your runestone. She picks up the runestone, but she accidentally activates it. A piece. Oh god, she took pictures. She's spying on us. An image of a piece of evidence appears for a brief moment, but she quickly hides it. Oh, piece of evidence. What is it? Not before Celeste can sneak a peek at. Oh no, it's of Aster. Oh, I see. Celeste, don't just invade her privacy like that. Don't be like that. I'm really happy for you. Thank you? Good luck. I have no idea what happened. A part of you really wants to know what she saw, but one of you has to exercise some self-restraint. Anyways, let's go meet with him. Yeah, let's do this. I can tell him after. He's back. He's back. Ah, you finally arrived. I suppose this means you finally decided. Wait, you too? We got your letter. Letter? What letter? You sent us a letter, Pierce. It said that you knew who Celeste's parents were. I did send that letter, not to you two. Oh, okay, that explains why it's ripped. What? I don't like this. And so the final act begins. I've been waiting for this. What the hell are you doing? Have you gone mad? No, what are you doing? Stop! Whoa. Lady Steelwind? What are you? Oh, she's gonna die even though we just met her? Is this also the will of the cosmic balance? Whoosh! Come on, just tell us the truth, Pierce. You are the last person I would give this information to. He's getting more and more stressed. And just a little more and you'll... As you interrogate him, you suddenly hear a loud crash outside the room. What was that? Oh, it's the same thing. The same expression. I'm gonna take a look and see what's going on. What? Are you just gonna leave us here? He's right, we don't know what's going on. We should stay together. Don't worry, there are 2 guards outside, and they're from the King's Guard. You'll be fine. No, don't go, I'm worried about you. That's not what I'm worried about, but I'll trust your judgment. What? No, Eric's gonna take her, no! It's almost been 10 minutes since Celeste went to investigate the noise. Pierce seems extremely on edge. He's sitting at one of the tables and impatiently tapping his surface with his finger. So, you never intended to send that letter to me. Who did you send it to then? As if I would ever tell you that! Luckily for you, you should have accumulated enough stress by now. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Even if I wasn't the intended recipient, you said that you knew who Celeste's biological parents are. Who are they? Are you seriously focused on that now? It's far too important. It's my only bargaining chip. Answer the question, Pierce. What was that? Somnia. Oh no, he's being put to sleep. What is this? A blue luminous vapor enters the room. As soon as it makes contact with you, you suddenly feel extremely fatigued. Damn it! It's a sleep spell! Sleep. School conjuration, okay. Incantation, Somnia. Gesture, an outstretched palm, so you have to put your hand out. Duration, while concentrating. Concentration, yes. The caster conjures a magical mist in a direction that they stretch out their palm. This magical mist will travel up to 30 feet before dissipating. Any creature who inhales the mist will fall into a magical slumber. An affected creature will be woken from their slumber if they are violently shaken or experience any sort of pain. Ew, okay, well, we're not gonna get the answers. I miscalculated. And we're gonna go down to, no, if they got here, that means... Celeste. You try your hardest to stay conscious, but the spell was too powerful. You feel your body slowly dropping to the ground. No. Beatrice? Beatrice's actions. Oh, she did this. You saw Beatrice Frega as you were losing consciousness. You only saw her for a brief moment, so it could have been an illusion. Regardless, that means that she somehow entered the prayer room at 2:30 p.m. Whoa, okay. That was an interesting setup.
I don't really know what's gonna happen. There's all the thing with Eris. I like how they're bringing all like people from every case back into this, and this is clearly gonna be like a grand finale. I'm still like about 99.9% sure that Celeste's parents are the royalty, and she's actually related to Aster. I don't know what is the thing with what was it? I don't know what the thing with Arya was, because it seems like Von Sanctus got attacked by Arya and so did Sybil, but I feel like that's just gonna be a fake. I don't feel like Arya would actually do this. And like Eris is like, oh, let the final act begin. She's just so creepy. So creepy. It's a little bit short right now, so I'm just gonna continue a little bit, maybe just until we get the first time when we, until we reach the first time where we can move. But like, yeah, I'm not really sure where this is going. Tyrion! What? Celeste? Tyrion, I'm so sorry. I should have listened to you. I should have never left you alone with him. Hey, it's okay. Tears are streaming down her eyes. She was clearly worried about you. You try your best to comfort her as you look around the room. What happened? How long were you knocked out? Uh-oh. Well then. Seems like Garrick Pierce's execution came sooner. Oh, I didn't even notice. Here we have like the dragon and like 2 people here. Huh. Commander White is leading a group of knights. They all have their weapon drawn and pointed at someone. Is it me? It's Prosecutor Steelwind. Commander, I understand your position, but there has to be another explanation. Look, Your Majesty, I get where you're coming from. But from what the witnesses have told us, it has to be the case of Mage Blight. Oh, I forgot about Mage Blight. You look around the room and see a pool of blood at the end of one of the tables. Celeste, where's Pierce? Tyrion. I don't know how to tell you about this kid, but Garrick Pierce is dead. What? Well, honestly surprised that you're okay. But who? You look at the knights who all have their weapons pointed at the prosecutor. Wait a minute. You think Steelwind did this? It wasn't just Lord Pierce, Mr. Cuthbert. You also found the bodies of Lord Von Sanctus and Lady Sybil. Oh my god. Well, I know they were attacked, but can't believe they're both dead. Especially Sybil, who just showed up. I thought she was going to be a lot more significant. Not to mention a bunch of the Kingsguard have gone comatose. Comatose? I don't want to believe it, but several people saw Steelwind acting off at the scene of each of the murders. We also found her unconscious here, and Pierce's body was lying next to her. No, it wasn't her. I saw Beatrice before I passed out. She was the one that knocked us out. Beatrice? What the hell is going on? Commander White, you need to put me in a holding cell. It needs to be the one with an anti-magic field. What? I'm a danger to everyone here. We need to go. Now! What are you talking about? Now is not the time. Do it, Commander! Right. You watch as the Inquisition arrests Steelwind and escort her out of the room. Damn it! What happened? I know you have many questions, Mr. Cuthbert. We should make sure that they're okay. Yeah, there's a necromancer in the nave. They have a point. You have no idea what happened while you were asleep. You follow their suggestion, but not before taking a note of the current time. It's 3:12 p.m. Okay, 3:12. Oh! You're gonna be Asclepius, aren't you? You got any snakes? Does that count as a snake? I don't know. Nothing seems to be out of the ordinary, except... Oh, what? What's wrong with him? If you just let me finish. There appears to be a trace of necromancy on you, Mr. Cuthbert. Necromancy? It's probably nothing. Did your assistant cast any spells on you? Oh, right. I used healing magic on him when I found him unconscious. Oh man, she knows so many things. Her arcane art should be all. What, is she still a transmutation? No, she knows so many things. I expected as much, but it never hurts to make sure. Anyways, nothing seems out of the ordinary. You're quite healthy. You should be fine to go about your business, but please speak with me again if you experience anything out of the ordinary. Thank you, I am Lord Lazaric Asclepius.
of House Asclepius.
Okay, yep. Lazaric Asclepius, occupation nobleman. And he's 27. All right, that's pretty young.
And there are no thanks needed. My apprentice apparently owes you a lot.
Apprentice?
Wallace Nightgrave. I believe he was one of your clients a few months ago.
Oh, right. Steelwind did mention that she introduced you to. Speaking of Steelwind, I really find it hard to believe that she did this.
Mr. Cuthbert, Mage Blight isn't exactly a benign condition. When it takes hold of a mage, it doesn't matter what kind of person they are. Violent behaviors is almost always the result of a delirium that it puts them in. It's unfortunate, but mages have to be held responsible when cases like this happen.
Unless someone is framing her.
Tyrion, I fought her.
What?
Do you remember back when we heard that weird sound? I went outside to see what was going on. I saw her outside, and the guards, they were all unconscious. I tried to ask her what was going on, but she didn't say anything. She just attacked me. What was her emotional state like? Well, she was pretty cold and emotionless. It almost looked like she was sleepwalking. That's actually pretty strange.
What do you mean?
When someone is affected by Mage Blight, they enter a state of extreme psychosis. Psychotic episodes like that raise the affected mage's paranoia to ridiculous levels. That's why the cases almost always end up in violence. If she was affected by Mage Blight, she wouldn't have looked anywhere near as calm as you're describing. You might be onto something, Mr. Cuthbert.
If what you're saying is true, there has to be more to this.
You're planning on defending her, aren't you?
Yeah, at the very least, we need to find out what exactly happened. I feel like there's more to this than we're seeing.
But you saw her, right? Commander White, you need to put me in a holding cell. It needs to be one with an anti-magic field.
What?
I'm a danger to everyone here. You need to go now! She wanted them to arrest her.
Right. It's as if she thought she was a danger to others. Regardless of what really happened, she clearly believes that she was responsible for this. But there's no way she'd do something like this. Something else is happening here, and you will get to the bottom of this. You're not sure where each of the murders occurred, but the Inquisition should be able to tell you more about that. You also need to speak with Steelwind. If she really was affected by Mage Blight, she should be able to remember what may have caused it. But anyways, the prayer room is in the room that you're most familiar with. Or is the room that you're most familiar with. You'll probably want to start there. Wow, ha ha ha! Whoa, wasn't that something? Yeah, I didn't expect. I fully expected that one dude that was the cover of the case to be arrested because of the patterns that they've given. But I guess they couldn't put Steelwind there because that'd be a big spoiler. I guess we're defending Steelwind. Any magic here? No, alright. Well, woo! So she attacked. There are 3 victims in this, which makes it kind of interesting. There's Von Sanctus, there's Sybil, and there's Pierce. I completely forgot about Mage Blight because we didn't bring it back since I think the first case. Maybe the second one, but like definitely it was one of the first 2. And I forgot that. Oh right, there was that mark that they were talking about, and this other society that was causing crimes and causing people to have Mage Blight, and that's all coming back. I'm glad they brought that back. It's all coming full circle. It feels pretty good. But yeah, we'll examine more stuff and find out more about what exactly is happening next time when we, examine this church and speak with all the parties related. But until then, I will be seeing you. See ya!